Hi guys, it's Miss Hall, and we are going to do some writing. Who remembers the last time while we were together, we spoke about who, what, where, when, and how, and we call it the 5 W's plus how. Who remembers that? Well, we're going to continue that because it's been about 2 weeks and I don't want you to forget it. We did like a mini lesson with the lion and the rat. And so I don't want you to forget it. So we're just going to do some quick brush ups and so that you can remember how to apply that thinking now that you're learning to ask questions about readings and stories. It's important, and so I don't want you to forget it. So I decided to spend this week relearning so that we can move forward in our writing exercises. So we're talking about, again, the 5 W's plus how. And we know that good readers ask questions. Okay, it's always good to ask questions when you're reading a story. And I know when you're with your parents, you ask your parents a million questions. Well, guess what? When you're reading, it's very important because it helps you understand the text better and easier. The more questions you think of while you're reading, the better and the better able you can understand the text, and that's important while reading. So we're going to go over the 5 W's plus how. And so here we go. Remember who. We did the mini exercise with the lion and the rat when we watched the video. And so who are the main people involved? The main people, not every person, but when we ask who, typically we ask who are the main people? Is it the people? Are they people? Who could refer to animals, a girl or a boy, grandma, grandpa, Mrs. Fields, Mrs. Hall, Miss Jackie. It could refer to a snake. A snake could be who. Okay, that could be the main person or character in a story. Let's go to what. Usually when we ask what, we're talking about what is the problem? What happened? What happened in the story? Usually something happened. Okay, the dog ate the paper. The box was too heavy. The rat the lion got caught in a trap. That's what happened. So when we ask questions like what happened, something usually happened. Okay, let's look at where. Well, where did the story take place? Did it take place in a barn? Did it take place in a house? In Miami? At school? At Uncle Joe's house? In New York? So where could be anywhere. Where could be in Alaska. It could be in the bathroom. So we want to pay attention when you're reading stories. Where is the person? Where did this problem happen? Did it happen at the park? Did it happen under a tree? It's important now to pay attention to these details. Remember, we're developing in our reading. So this is going to help us remember. And then let's look at when. When and where are different. Okay, where is the location? But when is referring to at night. Like what time? When did it happen? Did it happen at night? Did it happen this morning? Did it happen in 1857? Did it happen in 2002? So when is important? When did this happen? Yesterday? Yeah, that's very important. Miss Hall, when did that happen? Okay, let's look at why. Why did it happen? Okay, why did the paper eat the dog? Did you trouble that dog for him to eat the paper? Is the dog hungry? Why did that happen? Because she has to work. Well, that's why that happened. Or if she does that, she won't be able to go to the movies. That's why it happened. Okay, so asking Miss Hall, why did that happen? Why did the dog eat the paper? Why did the lion get caught in the trap? That's important to know why. Why do you think the rat freed the lion from the trap? Was it helpfulness? Remember our character traits. Was he being helpful? Well, that's a theme. So learning why is very important. And let's look at how. How? How did that happen? How did the rat free the lion? How did he do? Did he use his teeth? Because that rat is so tiny, I can't imagine him freeing a lion. But guess what? We learned that rats are clever. They can maneuver their bodies and their teeth, and they can chip away. They're pretty sneaky. So how that happened is very important. You want to know, how did that rat do that? Let's look at, she climbed the tree too high. So she fell out of it. That's how that happened. She was too far up in the tree. And let's look at this one. He left the door open. That's how that pesky mouse got in my house. Don't leave the door open so rats don't get in my house. Okay? So this is important. Good readers, and I know you want to be a good reader. Okay, so good readers ask questions. Okay? Very important. And the type of questions that they ask, we're beginning to learn: who, what, where, when, why, and how. That is where we are beginning to learn how we should ask questions. The first thing you should, when you read a story or when you're, how did that happen? Why? Oh, who are the people involved? Oh, it was an animal, Miss Hall. It was Jake the snake. So knowing who, what, where, when, plus how will definitely help you understand the story better. Let's turn to Fun with Pets. Okay, let's turn to Fun with Pets, page 45. Fun with Pets, page 45. And I want you to read along with me. And what we're going to be doing this week, we're going to be answering the questions: who, what, where, when, and how. You're going to be writing out your questions. You're going to be writing out the answers to some of the questions based on the story. So I'm really excited because I know that you all are developing. So let's get up our pointers. I'm on page 45. Okay, and we're going to read the story called Pug. Pug. Okay, and I want you to get your pointers up with me and let's read. Pug is just a pup. Pug is not as big as a cat. Pug can fit in a cup. The bun is as big as Pug. Great, and let's look, remember, pictures, our graphic features, and I know you remember another name for graphic features, our picture, our photograph. It is important because pictures tell a part of the story. Graphic features tell a part of the story. We can look at the picture and we can know what's happening. Okay, the author wants to give us an idea of what Pug is like. Let's turn the page. Jan, get your pointers up. Jan will pet Pug. Jan will hug Pug. Pug will kiss Jan. Pug has a big wet kiss. Okay, so let's look at the adorable puppy. Look at the graphic features. And let's go to page 47. Pug got a bug. The bug is not as big as Pug. The bug has 6 red legs. Pug yips at the bug. Let's turn the page. Is Puff as big as Pug? Pug will run. Pug dug in the mud. Pug is a mess. Run, Jan. Fill the cup. Let's turn the page. The cup is Pug's tub. Pug got wet in the cup. And let's look at the last page. Pug got a rub. Pug got a hug. Pug is a fun pet. Let's reread the last line because that wasn't read properly. Pug is a fun pet. Okay? And that's the story of Pug with Fun with Pets. And remember, we are talking about this lesson asking questions about who, what, where, when, who, what, where, when, why, and how. Okay? Very important. So I'll pause the video. I want you to go back and reread the story on your own and look for other lessons concerning this reading. Bye for now.